Hello,
Good morning, everyone.
What's up, Nicole? I'm trying to hear you, Nicole. I can't hear you.
I guess I wasn't muted.
Here's my headphones. All right, let me clear some things here. How's it going?
It's good. How's everyone else doing? See, Sandra or Mama Green is watching with us. Shiloh, Heidi, Melissa. Morning, everyone. And everyone else watching who I can't see names.
All right. What is today? Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday the 17th.
We're always live Tuesday at 11. How you doing today, Nicole?
I'm good.
Good.
It's always a good day on Tuesday.
Is it blue skies today? It's like getting to be fall. My wife put up her fall decor this last weekend, so it's fall at the Rexroad residence.
Well, I don't have fall decor up yet. Technically, the first official day of fall for this year is next Monday, so it's the 23rd. But I always do this thing where I wear fall clothes on my birthday, which is Saturday, except that there's a TCU game and I'm going, and it's supposed to be kind of hot, so it might not happen this year. But maybe Friday, because I'll be able to be inside for part of the day. I'll break out the fall clothes and kind of celebrate. I love fall.
I know, I love fall, but we only get like 2 weeks of it in Texas. So you really got to enjoy it, you know?
It's so true.
All right.
Sweet. We have some more people tuning in. Morning, everyone.
Reading out the comments. Councilwoman Wilder, what's with the glasses? My eyes are dilated right now. Can y'all see? My pupils are big. Can you see, Nicole?
It's hard to see on camera. In person,
you
can see, yeah.
Maybe if I do it like that. Is that better?
Give or take. There's the glare, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. All right. We have 29 viewers, building up that audience. Remember to share the video, get more people to watch. I noticed that we have a lot of new followers in the last month, which is really, really great. Or maybe they're just starting to comment. Like they've been timid, now they're starting to comment. We love the comments, we love the questions, so keep it up. And we will I don't know how you said. Councilwoman Wilder said yes. So Melissa said it's creepy. I won't do the eye thing anymore. I get it now.
Yeah.
I look like a villain when my pupils are really big too, right? Looks scary. All right, you ready, Nicole?
Yeah, let's get started.
You want to start off today?
Yeah, so we always start off with all of our city resources. So, of course, we have the city-run website, weatherfordtx.gov. It has everything you could want or need to know about the city, all of our agendas, everything you need to know about all of the departments, about your billing, about the rates for water and electric. I know we get a lot of questions about stuff like that. It also has links on how to sign up for our Blackboard e-notifications. You guys should check it out. Then we have our tourism website, which is experienceweatherford.com. That is your city-run tourism. So if you're a business located in the city limits, get it listed there. Economic development website. So when businesses are looking at coming here, we send them to chooseweatherford.com. It's got a really cool information and rundown on why they should be here. And trust me, the businesses should be here. And of course, we have our downtown website, which is heritagesquareweatherford.com. And that will be updated as that project continues to progress. And of course, you can find us on social media. We are on Nextdoor. We do push out notifications based off of water interruptions, street interruptions, all those kinds of things. kind of been lately just sending water to the people that will be in the neighborhoods around where the water interruptions will be. Street interruptions, I like to send out to the whole city because then like your shortcut, or if you're driving across town, that road's going to be out of service. But that's also for our emergency planning is kind of what we use Nextdoor for. You can find us on Facebook at Weatherford TX. Instagram, we are City of Weatherford. On Twitter, we are City Weatherford. And on YouTube, we are simply just Weatherford. And that's kind of like our collection spot for a lot of our videos. And check out our website. I usually put in an ad or a graphic there for our My Weatherford, but since My Weatherford and our website are interlinked and a lot of them share the same things, I thought I'd kind of point out our GIS or interactive web maps. So this is kind of like showing you that you can actually look up what fire district you live in off of our GIS maps. So shout out to IT and everyone who's played a part in building up those GIS maps for us. And I'll let you take this one.
All right, and then of course we have experienceweatherford.com, and on experienceweatherford.com it's all things events, businesses, so restaurants. You can book a hotel reservation on experienceweatherford.com. So it's our tourism site. It has everything that's happening in Weatherford, and then on this screenshot you can see that you can actually build an itinerary when you plan to visit. So not only can you book a hotel, you can do everything at once. Book the hotel, plan what sites you're going to visit, and build a map. You can do it on your phone with the app, or you can do it on the website as well. So it's a really great resource, and check it out, experienceweatherford.com.
Sweet. And
then,
of course,
sorry.
No, you got it. You got it.
We have a Weatherford concert, the Weatherford Concert Series, September 21st. So this Saturday at 6 p.m., Heritage Park Amphitheater, the Velcro Pygmies will be playing. Do you know what band they cover, Nicole? Like they're a cover band.
They've been likened to a bunch of different bands, and I think we have it listed on Experience Weatherford, some of the bands that they do covers of, and Parks put it in the actual event, Velcro Pygmies. I can't say that. Weatherford Concert Series. They actually put it in that description too. So you guys should go actually check out that on Facebook, and then let us know if you're going to come. That helps the food trucks that are going to be there, which if you guys haven't been before, we rotate food trucks. So you're not even guaranteed to have the same food trucks as last time. It's a good variety of food. There's always games and stuff, but if you check out the Facebook page and let them know you're coming, the food trucks can prepare enough food and drinks for everyone. And then Parks can know how many people to expect. But I will say Back in Black was amazing, and it was a beautiful night, beautiful time, and should be this Saturday too. It should be cooling off right about that time. For sure. So add it to your calendars and be there Saturday, or be square. I mean, that's one way to say it. Yeah. And we have our next Meet Me at the Park. It's going to be Thursday, September 26th from 5:30 to 7 at Cherry Park. So kind of sort of just behind City Hall. It's really 2 blocks over, but you guys should come out. I know a lot of the departments are planning some extra fun surprises and giveaways and things. Plus, it's your opportunity to come out and meet people who work for the city across the city and lots of different departments, get your questions answered. We usually have a few members, if not all of City Council there. We have a lot of employees, giveaways, fun stuff. I mean, come out, meet with us. There's going to be hot dogs and water bottles. So you will be able to cool off, and we will have some, hot dogs for snacks. So you guys come check it out. Yeah, it's fun. I like to call this like a meet and greet with city staff. So we get to meet our residents, and y'all get to meet us and put a face to the name. And so council members come out as well and interact with the public, and so it's just really laid back, and there's food. I think there's going to be hot dogs at this Meet Me at the Park, but when they rotate it, it's organized through the Parks Department, so it's a really good event, and like Nicole said, it's a lot of fun. And then National Night Out, that is October 1st, and so this is a really, really neat event, and so this is kind of organized through our police department, and basically it's to get neighborhoods together so they can meet each other, get to know each other, and it just provides a safer community by doing this event. So, if you live in a neighborhood, your street could have a block party or something like that. So the police department will be going around to all of the different neighborhoods that have made them aware that they'll be doing something and visiting with the residents. And so it's really
a cool thing, and it's a national thing. But it's National Night Out, and that will be on October 1st. If you want to do something, get the barbecue ready and invite all of your neighbors and develop a block party and let us know about it.
Yeah. Which will take us into Edgewise 8. We did talk about Edgewise 8 Brewing a couple weeks ago, but we wanted to cover it another time just in case. So they are going into space at 221 on North Main. That was purchased by the city in 2016 in anticipation of our downtown bypass project, which will be moving through there. Our Weatherford Economic Development Board discussed the idea of us utilizing that as like an incubator space to help small businesses and really get them up off the ground, which is a concept that a lot of cities across the nation actually use as an economic development tool. And the goal is really to help start up those businesses and get them up and running without so much overhead cost in the beginning, so that way they can actually succeed and stay in our community. There's a lot of costs associated with a new business, so incubators reduce that, so businesses can actually start receiving revenue and get really established first. Usually short-term leases, but every city has a different way of handling it. So our board discussed that idea, and in April, our board voted to allow the use as an incubator for a startup. And in May, the city issued a request for proposals that interested businesses could go ahead and submit a business plan, and it could get voted on. Edgewise 8 was the only one that responded to that, so they were actually awarded the agreement. And so since the building sat empty for a while, there are some basic repairs needed. So that is going through all of that. But we are really excited. It's going to bring an additional brewery to downtown. We're kind of hoping we'll add some incentives to locals to staying and spending more time in the city, and getting to know more of the charm from our central business district.
Oh, river control. This one makes me sad because I like Bass Pro Shops.
Well, I do have a long list of them to go through, but I was like, I try to mix it up and I try to keep track. Sometimes I go week to week and we'll use them a little bit more frequently, but this is one that I've heard come up a lot more recently. And I think it's because we're on the edge of hunting season.
Yes. Yeah.
So I was like, we're going to address it this week because I heard it 3 times this last weekend. So put that to bed.
I wish you're no fun, Nicole.
Well, no, but I just don't it's one of those things where we'll let you guys know what's coming. That's the whole point of today's show, especially is to cover what is coming to town, who is going through their planning and zoning phases and all that other fun stuff. So not at this time, but we always say on the first rumor control of the show, if there is a business you are wanting to see come here, reach out to their corporate. If they're a mom and pop shop, reach out to their original shop. Tell them you want them here. Have your friends and family tell them. That will actually turn them in our direction. Maybe they have never thought of Weatherford. Maybe they have looked at us, but they weren't sure that there was really a want or a need. But when businesses see that, that tends to really spin them in our direction, which really helps get the ball rolling. And then they can go to the chooseweatherford.com and get with economic development. We can really sell them on why they need to be here.
Exactly. So everybody call Bass Pro, right? Is that what you're saying, Nicole?
If you guys are all wanting Bass Pro, call them, email them. I did hear I do know some girls that have been really wanting one specific food restaurant here. So there was 6 or 7 people that I know that were sending emails from all of their emails, and they were writing handwritten letters because they wanted that food restaurant to come here. And then I kind of mentioned it to some other people, and they were like, we want them too. So they're doing the same thing. So it's not like us saying you can reach out to them is that far-fetched. You can actually reach out to them and try to get businesses to come.
Very cool. All right, so economic development. So we cover this every other week, basically. We talk about economic development, and I'll explain to you all how economic development kind of works from the city side of things. So keep in mind that economic development, we live in a country where it's a free market. So we can't make a business come here. We can't tell a business where they must relocate or build a location in the city limits of Weatherford. What we do is called planned growth, basically. And so we have different zones across the city. And let me, you know what? I'm going to be spontaneous here and show this. So when you go to our website, let me pull this over. Can everybody see that? All right. So right here, I'm going to go use our interactive web mapping system. And we are going to go to zoning. So this is a layout of all of the different types of zones in the city of Weatherford. And so there's different commercial zones, residential zones, but mainly when it's in regard to economic development, you're obviously looking at commercial zones. And so there's different options on where a business can purchase property and build a location, basically. So we can't make them build on the north side of town up here. We can't make them locate along the interstate. It's kind of a free market. They decide that, not us. What we do is help with the planning process, the permitting process, to help things move as quickly and efficiently as possible. So we do have information here at the city of Weatherford to get an understanding of the direction we're going in regard to our growth. Keep in mind that growth is a naturally occurring thing. I always use the analogy I call it a joke, but it's true. Whenever you decide to move, you do not have to apply to live in a specific city. You pack your things and you move to that city and you rent, buy, whatever option you choose. So it's the same in Weatherford. People are moving westward. You can see the growth here in Weatherford, Willow Park, Hudson Oaks, even out towards Brock. We're all aware of it. We often hear, why are we trying to make Weatherford become DFW? It's not that we're trying to make it that. It's that when people move, so does business. They go where the money goes. So what we do know is we have two different trade areas. We have a primary trade area, which includes 190,000 people. Those individuals shop three to five times per week. And then we have our secondary trade area. That includes 360,000 people, and they shop 1 to 2 times a week or a couple of times per month. And you can see the primary trade area includes this whole zone that goes as far east as Loop 820 in Fort Worth, as far west as Lone Camp, Santo area, as far north as Poolville, as far south as Granbury. So that's a large area where people are coming to shop in Weatherford. So what is that? Why is that good for our residents? Well, it's good for those who live here and relocate here because let's say that you live out here in Santo, and you drive here every week to buy groceries, or you drive here every week to buy clothes or whatever, and you pay sales tax. Well, that goes into the general fund, which allows us to build better streets, infrastructure, so forth and so forth. And so it's just not our taxpayers or our citizens paying for things in Weatherford. It's those who come from outside to buy and do commerce with us. So going back, that was the primary trade area. Now let's talk about the secondary trade area. That includes 360,000 people. That goes as far east, a little bit further east inside Loop 820 in Fort Worth, as far west as Cisco, up north all the way to Graham. You can't really see it. It cuts off at the top, but it goes up to Graham. And then as far south as Stephenville. So it's a larger area. And keep in mind, those individuals are shopping 1 to 2 times a week or a couple of times per month. So we know for a fact that they're coming here. How do we get this data? We get this data off of a consultant that we work with, and they get the data from cell phone usage, basically GPS. And I know people say, well, I turn my GPS off. It's still tracked. So that information gets sold to consultants, and then cities like us hire those consultants to understand that data to help us get a better understanding of our economic development and our growth patterns. So when you're using things like Retail Me Not, you open that app up, it gives you a discount at a store. That gives your GPS location, so we know for a fact you've been shopping in Weatherford. So technology, kind of cool. But it is useful and beneficial at times for communities like ourselves to kind of gauge where we're headed. Ooh, Nicole?
Rumor control. Sweet. No pure one at this time. I actually kind of find some of the rumor controls interesting, so you guys keep sending them our way. No pure one at this time, but like I said, if you guys see a business you want to come here, go ahead and reach out to them, let them know you're wanting them to come, and we'll see what happens.
What do they sell at Pier 1?
Furniture, decorations, like blankets, little knickknacks.
What's that? The Container Store. That's what I'm thinking of, where they sell plastic? Isn't that what they sell?
Well, not just plastic. I mean, they have like other things too. The Container Store has like a bunch of kitchen gadgets. They have all types of things to like organize your life. They have desk and furniture and stuff too.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But no Pier 1?
No Pier 1 right now.
Mm-mm-mm.
We'd love to see them come, but not right now.
All right. Where were we? All right. Planning and zoning. Take it over, Nicole.
Sweet. Planning and zoning. So over at Victron Convenience Store, CUP approved, waiting on construction to begin. I do have a picture of the field where we'll go in. Of course, construction has not begun yet, so you guys bear with us while we wait for pictures to be able to update you guys on that. Blue Beacon, CUP approved, plans being reviewed, so that's really exciting, which takes us into building and permits. So Beefmasters over at 501 North Main Street, permits were issued earlier in May. Construction is progressing. I've driven by a few times, but not, I haven't seen any progress on the outside, but most of what they're doing is on the inside. So I do have the pictures we have from their Facebook later in the slides, but those haven't been updated since August 8th. Blue Stripe Oil and Lube at 1515 South Main, permit application has been submitted and is in the review process. Over at Grand Adventureland, over behind Home Depot, it was plans are approved and the project is progressing. Permits were first issued in May, so we're really excited about that one. That takes us over to Hampton Inn and Suites, which will be at 864 or 864 East I-20. The permit application has been submitted and is in the review process.
Wait, are they remodeling? Do you know?
Oh, well,
or is this a new location?
Melissa's watching, so Melissa, if you want to take that one, because actually this is a new item that I was going to ask her about this morning, but I just got a little busy on another project, so I didn't actually get to ask her this morning.
Okay.
Don't remember. I know she covered it like when we first brought up the facts, because they were on it for us like 3 months ago. New location. Thank you, Melissa. Shout out. Because they were on it and then they were gone and then they came back. So I guess it's a new location.
Nice.
So then HTO, I don't know how many of you guys have driven by. I couldn't get a picture this morning because traffic was actually flowing and not at a complete stop right there. But the old building has been demolished. That was demolished a while back. Their permits were issued on September 6th. And they put up new fencing around, so construction should be beginning soon. And if I remember correctly, when I drove by yesterday, I didn't see all of the fence up, and it was all up today. So we're pretty excited about that.
I saw it yesterday, and it's funny that it happened because literally someone asked me like the day before, like what's going on with that location, and then the fencing was up like the next day. That's usually how it works, you know.
Well, I drove by yesterday morning, and they had part of the fencing up, but not all of it. And so this morning going by, I don't go that same way home, so too much traffic for me. But that's pretty exciting. We're kind of excited to see them come here. The gourmet teas and other drinks and stuff, kind of like a Starbucks, but for more tea-focused drinks.
Yeah.
So we're pretty excited about that. Then we have Martin Drive Medical Center at 1713 Martin Drive. Their permits have been issued. And then over at the Wash House, which is on Santa Fe, near the First National Bank location, CUP and plans approved. So construction is progressing there. And then we haven't had it on for a while, so I thought I'd throw it back up there because every now and then we get questions about it. Taco Cabana, which is on I-20 and Main Street exit, is closed. We still don't have any idea of what's going in its place yet. We'd love to see something go in, but I will say I did see the for lease signs and stuff up this weekend on that and where Denny's used to be. So maybe something's going there.
For leaf. What?
For lease.
Oh, I think you said for leaf, like a
no for lease.
Like, wait, what is that? Okay, that was funny.
Hey. All right. And then some other projects and things going on over in development and neighborhood services. Since we don't cover them in other government weeks, I figured we'd hit their other projects this week too. So corridor cleanup, which is along North and South Main Streets, Palapino Street, and Fort Worth Highway. It's really focusing primarily on like the rubbish and garbage, unlawful accumulation, high weeds and grass, outside storage, the flag and banner signs, illegal temporary signs, parking on unimproved services. Basically, they're trying to help us keep Weatherford beautiful because we're all proud of our town. So let's all work together to keep it beautiful. It is a project that is underway, and we're expecting it to continue into at least through the rest of 2019 and into 2020. So we're really excited. They've done a lot of work. We've gotten a lot of really good feedback from businesses. So it's a really great time for us to get going with them.
And
we're kind of excited about that.
I will say, like the feather banners that were all up down South Main. I mean, really north, south, east, west. Like, but I think specifically on South Main, like all of those have come down. And it opened it up, in my opinion. It didn't seem so cluttered. It just cleaned it up. It looks nice. It made me feel better driving down South Main because it felt more open. I know that's weird to say, but it's like little things like that make a huge difference in the beauty of our community. And anyway, so great work over there at Code and what they're doing.
And there's all these studies that other cities and that the government has done, that when cities and residents and businesses take pride and start to clean up their community, more people tend to, and it catches on, and then it creates more of a sense of that happy community.
Yeah.
And it gets people out in their yards. It gets them interacting with neighbors and businesses. It boosts the overall environment of a city, other than just making it beautiful and making it easier to drive and less distracting. It really does foster that community sense.
Sure.
So a lot of good work they're doing there. And they also still have mosquito dunks. So if you guys are wanting them, I did hear some people saying stuff about mosquitoes coming back since it's still hot and we've had the rain. So they are still available while supplies last at Old City Hall, which is at 119 Palo Pinto Street. And it is for city residents. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You just need to bring proof of residency, like a bill or something with your name on it, and a photo ID. And you can pick up your free mosquito dunks.
Whoop. Rumor control.
Hey.
Okay, Torchy's Tacos. I would like a Torchy's Tacos. They're good.
I'm always down for more tacos, so I'm not going to say no to it. But I did hear somebody was like, no, I know where it's going in. And then they were talking about a building that's not where it's going. So I was like, I'd love to see him come. I've talked to economic development. I've talked to planning and zoning. I always talk to him before I put him on. But no Torchies at this time, but I would love to see them come here.
Sure. All right, go Locos. You know what, Nicole, you take these pictures.
Yeah.
You can talk about them.
This is where Go Locos will be with the Victron. So if you guys don't know much about Victron, they do have it. Go Locos is their chain of taco stores that they put inside of some of their gas stations. People love it. I think you said, Blake, before I started, they brought some tacos out to a city council meeting and people loved it. And anyone that I've talked to about it outside of Weatherford who's tried it, they love it. So we're really excited to see that come in. So this is actually where it will be going in once construction begins and they are built. So we're really excited about that.
Although I need clarification from Melissa if she's still watching, because I talked to someone, a business owner, the other day. They said the sign changed and it's no longer going to be Go Locos Tacos, but that could be a misunderstanding, because I was like at the corner of Mineral Wells Highway and Rick Williamson, and they were like, yes. So I don't know. Maybe Melissa can help clear up that information.
I don't drive by that on a daily basis. And I actually was looking this morning to see the last time I drove by, but it's a little out of my normal path. So I just haven't taken a picture of it in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I'd love to see if they've changed their name or whatnot. I do know that their entire chain of like 15 other restaurants are all Go Locos. So I'm thinking if they changed, they either aren't putting their own branded thing in there anymore, or the entire chain itself has changed.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Melissa can help us out with that. So here's Grand Adventure. This is over behind Home Depot. Will be go-karts, mini golf, arcades. And so I haven't been over there in a while. I bet all of the siding is up on the building, I would assume.
It is, and I think I actually have an updated picture, but
okay,
I didn't change those out. The picture, I mean, the only difference is that where the trucks are parked right now, there is actual concrete and the siding is up. Everything else is happening in the back and in the building. Okay. So, and that was a picture I took like a week ago. It wasn't that much of a difference. So I figured we were good to leave it.
So Melissa commented in regard to Go Locos, and she said there's 2 locations that a Victron store is going, and so they're catty corner to each other. So that makes sense. So maybe we can get more info on that other one soon. Thank you, Melissa. We really appreciate the clarification.
That's awesome.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Beefmaster Steakhouse.
Like I said, I still have pictures from the 8th and 6th up because that's all that has been updated. And I've driven by. It just looks like the same building that I used the picture for forever. So I figured we just leave up the pictures of what they had on their Facebook.
It's a sneak peek, though. It looks like it's coming along very nicely. Weatherford College roundabout. Okay, I am waiting until it's done to drive around the roundabout. I don't know why.
I've driven around it multiple times now because now it's my cut through to get to other areas in town. So I've driven it. I do have updated pictures other than the second, but it still looks vastly like a construction site. So I figured we'd kind of leave this. I do have updated pictures, but I figured we'd leave these pictures up, and then that way, like when we do update and they've got the greenery and the statue and everything up, it's a little bit more impactful. But I mean, I will say I've seen a lot of people going through it, and a lot of people happy that it's open again, which it's been open for a little bit at least. Yeah. It's been open all of September, so I mean, it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Whoop! You get this one, Nicole. Your turn.
Sweet. Rumor control. No In-N-Out Burger at this time. I'm not sure that Weatherford's necessarily their demographic for it, but like, you know, Blake and I always talk about, there's a few rumor control items that no matter how many times we tell them, like, that's not coming, we haven't even heard from the company, or like they're not coming here, they chose somewhere else or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter how many times we say it's not coming. People still say it. So someone the other day was like, no, In-N-Out Burger is coming, but they couldn't tell me where it was coming in town. Because I always like to know, like, when people are like, no, I know it's coming, it's going in town. I'm like, well, where did you hear it was going? I'd love to know.
You pull out your map, you're like, here.
I'm like, yeah, like, where's it going? Like, I mean, it's casual conversations, but people are like, no, I swear it's coming. And I'm like, just let me know where it's at, and I'll go find out where it's at. Like,
yeah.
So no In-N-Out Burger at this time, but we'd love to see businesses come in.
And I'm reading comments in regard to the Grand Adventures. So Michael said, I thought the go-kart place was going over by the Hudson Oaks Walmart. Melissa says there could be another location. And then someone said it's a trampoline park over. I think it's a trampoline park.
They're called like Urban Air or something.
Yeah.
It's trampoline and other outdoor. Yeah.
We can't speak for Hudson Oaks because we don't work for them, but you might want to give them a call just to verify what that might be. But as you can see, if you can see my mouse on the screen, that's the Home Depot right here. Interstate 20 kind of goes this direction. So hopefully that clears up all of that. All right, where are we at? Oh, current non-residential projects. So this is a cool map that we like to show. It's a quick snapshot of all of the basically commercial projects happening around Weatherford. As you can see, there's quite a bit of commercial projects going on across the city limits of Weatherford. And then this next one is current residential projects, so housing projects that are occurring across the city of Weatherford. So if you combine these two maps together, I mean, you can imagine how much activity and growth is happening right now. It's crazy to me. Everywhere you look, there's construction of some sort taking place, and they're very busy over in neighborhood services in Melissa's area. So just like to show these so you get a quick snapshot of what's happening around town. All right. Reading the comments. Whoop. Is that it? I think that's it for today. I think we provided a lot of hopefully helpful information for everyone.
As always, like, comment or message our page if you're needing anything. We of course have the My Weatherford app for service requests, or if you're trying to get some, like if you have a specific service request, go through that. Yep. Comment. I always try to come back and reply to comments if we can. Check out our events and stuff. We have events on our Facebook page of upcoming city stuff. We'd love to see you guys out at Meet Me at the Park, and we'd love to see all of our officers and everyone interacting on National Night Out. That should be a lot of fun.
And we're close to 10,000 followers on our Facebook page. So keep sharing our page, get the information out there, share this video, make people aware that they need to be following the City of Weatherford, the official City of Weatherford page, to get the latest and greatest on all the details of what's happening. And of course, we'll be here every Tuesday at 11 o'clock each week. You can see the lovely Nicole and the okay Blake. Yeah. Other than that, that's all we have for this week. Do you have anything else, Nicole?
Nope.
All right. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.